We're just days away from the first World Cup match at MetLife Stadium, and the entire state is gearing up to host this global event that'll bring some 1 million tourists into the region. One of the departments gearing up is New Jersey's Department of Health, that's created a hub to help visitors stay safe and healthy and navigate the health system if they need to at any point during the tournament. I'm joined now by Commissioner Raynard Washington to talk all about it. Commissioner, it's great to have you on the show. A lot of things to talk about, but let's start with the World Cup. Your department recently launched the World Cup 2026 Health Hub. Obviously, health is a primary concern for you as 1.2 million visitors are coming into this area. Can you just talk us through what are some of the concerns that you have outlined in this hub?
Sure, and thank you for having me. This is an excellent opportunity for us to help all of our visitors who are coming from not just across the country, but from across the world, navigate healthcare and healthcare resources here in New Jersey. So the Health Hub provides for our visitors access to healthcare resources, healthcare providers in our community. Also provides a lot of really important tips that we want residents and visitors to be mindful of during the World Cup. Things like heat health, heat safety, making sure folks stay hydrated, as well as some important tips for helping folks navigate through while they're at MetLife.
Yeah, give us some of the tips that people can find when it comes to heat health, sun safety.
Yeah, I think the most important thing we're worried about as it relates to a lot of folks gathering in the sun in the summertime, of course, is folks having heat exhaustion or even having more severe heat consequences. And so it's really important, first and foremost, that folks stay hydrated. We really encourage folks to continuously drink water while they're outside. Also, making sure folks are using sunscreen because it will be hot. If it's like it is today, it might be a little bit humid as well. So we just want folks to be mindful, check on one another. Take a break from the sun if you need to, and obviously monitor how much alcohol consumption you're having, as that does contribute to dehydration as well.
Yeah, great points. Also, I see on there some tick and mosquito protection. Folks might be coming from areas where they are not dealing with those types of bugs. What should people be aware of, be prepared for?
Yeah, we just encourage folks as anytime you're outside to use bug repellent to just make sure that you are minimizing the risk of you being bitten by a mosquito. Again, just basic regular things we do when we're outside in Jersey over the summer.
You mentioned healthcare services. I'm curious, with so many people coming in, are you helping them try to navigate the health systems? Where are you sending people to if they do have a health concern?
Sure. So in the Health Hub, people are able to, one, we want our global visitors to understand how healthcare works in the US. And so there's some very basic information about how our systems work to help people just understand how do you enter and what's the right place to go for the right level of care. And so on there, you'll find information about urgent cares, our emergency departments and hospitals, of course. And then there's also available for individuals to actually get directly connected to the websites and other resources for those providers so they can connect to them.
How are you getting this information out to folks from so dozens of countries who are coming here?
Yeah, so certainly we're going to be promoting it throughout the entire World Cup experience, but also it's going to be available in the other technology solutions that are going to be available to our visitors. The state police has a web app that will also link directly to this. And so, again, we appreciate you all's partnership helping us get the word out that this is available, and certainly want to make sure that all our visitors are able to access resources while they're here.
Yeah, there's certainly so much there in terms of what you're all doing, but I want to switch gears a bit and bring up Delaney Hall because I know that's another issue that's top of mind for so many folks. A couple weeks ago, you attempted to make an oversight visit at Delaney Hall. This is at a time when a lot of congressional representatives and the governor attempted to do the same. You were only granted a partial tour. Can you just tell us specifically what parts of Delaney you were able to visit and what parts you were not?
Sure. So obviously, this is currently in litigation, so not too many comments on it. But I will tell you that we were able to do complete an inspection of the food facilities there, and that was the extent of our inspection. And so we are looking forward to being able to again continue to follow up on any complaints we've received and do a more comprehensive inspection at a later date.
When you say only food facilities, what does that mean you were not granted access to?
The lodging and medical facilities.
Right. Um, you did issue a report and that was made public. Can you tell us what you were able to put out in that report that's public?
So again, it's just a standard template report for inspection of a food facility, and that is available publicly for folks to be able to review.
You said that there is pending litigation. Just for our audience sake, I'm going to fill in the gaps there. The Attorney General did file suit against Geo Group, asking that the court grant your department full oversight capability, full oversight access. I know you can't comment on the pending litigation, but just for context, can you tell us, as the head of the Department of Health, what types of oversight you have over similar facilities or facilities that house people here in the state of New Jersey?
Sure. Our mission at the Department of Health is to protect and promote the health of New Jersey residents and folks who are in our state. And so our responsibility is to ensure that regardless of where people are, doesn't matter the circumstances or the facility, that they are being cared for in a way that is respectful and obviously is safe. We are also really concerned, as always, when we have congregate settings, you're always concerned about potential for infectious disease spread, of course, which is not just restricted to the facility. It also impacts the staff who are there, who are coming home into our communities. So with any facility, we are going to be looking for those kinds of safeguards and policies and procedures to ensure that folks are being that healthcare is being delivered and that infectious disease risk is being managed.
You mentioned infectious disease spread, queued up my next question. With so many people coming to the region, is that a concern? Are you putting out any information about concerns? Maybe it's measles, maybe it's COVID. Where do you
Sure.
stand on
Yeah,
that?
it's certainly a concern when you have a lot of folks coming from all over the world, and there are different infections that are endemic in different communities or in different countries, and so we are watching very closely. We have stepped up our surveillance activities across the state to ensure that we are prepared as possible. We're working very closely with our local public health departments as well as our healthcare systems, and the Department of Health has been planning for more than a year to welcome the visitors to our state, and so. We will be monitoring very closely, as well as prepared to respond in the event that we have any issues or concerns. We've been communicating with all of our healthcare partners pretty consistently over the last year about the types of illnesses that we might be looking for, the types of things that are concerning. And we have our syndromic surveillance system that's going to help us ensure that if people are starting to leverage or go to the hospital with conditions that are not familiar or common symptoms, that we're able to respond quickly and detect that as quickly as possible and respond.
All right, that's great information for all of us, not just those who are here for the World Cup, but those of us who live here and will certainly be impacted by that influx of visitors. Raynard Washington, Commissioner of the New Jersey Department of Health, thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you.